Have you ever had that creepy feeling that someone is watching you, even when you are completely alone? That sudden shiver down your spine, that split-second awareness that you are not really alone. It is a feeling that has haunted humans for thousands of years. Ancient people didn't have security cameras or smartphones, but they believed in the watchful eyes of the gods. Every thought, every small decision, every action was observed, judged, and sometimes punished. This wasn't just superstition. It was a way to understand power, responsibility, and fate. And surprisingly, that same feeling still exists today, just in new forms. Take Zeus, for example. Modern movies paint him as the wise and fair ruler of Olympus, but the real myths are far darker. In Hesiod's Theogony, Zeus seizes power violently. He castrates his father Cronus with the very sickle Cronus used to hurt his own father. This isn't random brutality, it's a statement. Control comes with observation, and observation enforces power. Nothing escapes the watchful eye, and nothing happens by chance. Every move, even the hidden ones, are seen. Then there's Métis, the goddess of wisdom, and Zeus's first wife. A prophecy warned that her child would surpass its father. What does Zeus do? He swallows her whole. At first, it seems shocking, but look closer. This is divine observation in action. Not only does the god see the future, he manipulates it to maintain control. Even the most powerful are never truly free from someone watching. It's subtle, it's invasive, and it repeats across myth after myth. The watcher always has the upper hand. And what about Medusa? Most people picture her as a terrifying monster whose gaze turns men to stone. But she was once mortal, a daughter of sea gods. Her transformation into a monster only happened after Poseidon violated Athena's temple, and Athena, in turn, punished Medusa. Suddenly, we see a pattern. Observation isn't fair. Consequences aren't always deserved. Sometimes, being watched is just as dangerous as the actual punishment. And that's the lesson the myths are teaching. Someone is always observing, and often, you don't know why. Prometheus, the titan who gave fire to humans, is another example. He defied the gods to help mortals, yet his punishment was brutal. Chained to a rock with an eagle devouring his liver every day, even acts of generosity are monitored. Prometheus tried to trick the gods, to give humans immortality, and even tried creating the first women as instruments of vengeance. Every act, every rebellion was seen. Nothing escapes the divine eye, not even good intentions. The watcher doesn't just punish, it tests. It measures courage, cleverness, and morality. Theseus in the labyrinth, Odysseus navigating sirens and monsters, Perseus confronting Medusa, all face trials under an invisible gaze. And it's not just about fear. Observation teaches, shapes, and pushes characters to grow. Bravery, wisdom, cunning, these qualities were essential in ancient stories, and the watchful eye ensured they were tested. Even whole communities experienced this. The Eleusinian mysteries are a perfect example. Initiates swore secrecy under threat of death. Rituals, hallucinogenic drinks, and strict rules created the sense that an unseen force was watching. Fear, secrecy, and authority merged into a powerful tool for control. It wasn't just religion, it was psychological. People acted differently when they felt observed, and the myths made that invisible presence real. But the watcher isn't always fair. Medusa's suffering, Prometheus's torment, these show that observation is often about power and politics, not justice. Humans never had complete freedom. The archetype repeats. Every act is seen, every choice matters, and mistakes leave permanent marks. Myths functioned like moral codes, stories to teach, to warn, to guide. And today, modern culture keeps the archetype alive. Cameras, social media, algorithms, they are the new gods quietly observing. Films, books, and games explore this too. Unseen watchers judging heroes, nudging fate, shaping outcomes. Eye symbols, wings, lightning. These are still powerful icons in culture. The feeling of being watched hasn't disappeared, it's evolved. Athena's interventions are a subtle lesson. She gifts Perseus with a reflective shield, winged sandals, and a magic bag to defeat Medusa. Nothing is random. Athena observes, assesses, and guides. Every action counts. Through her trials, archetypes of cleverness, courage, and discernment are reinforced. lessons that have survived thousands of years and still resonate today. Think of the labyrinth with the Minotaur. Not just a trap, but a test of intelligence and resilience under constant watch. Odysseus's encounters with monsters measure patience, bravery, and strategy. Every choice leaves a mark, and even random events become part of the unseen record. Heroes learn to act deliberately, sharpening their minds and emotions. Even lesser-known gods serve this archetype. Hecate, goddess of magic and crossroads, monitors boundaries between worlds, every shadow noted, every crossing observed. Nike, goddess of victory, motivates heroes under her gaze. Minor or major, the pattern is clear. Observation is a test, a shaping force, a constant presence that molds behavior. What do these myths teach us? Justice, power, responsibility. The hero who passes the test gains wisdom. Those who fail serve as warnings. Myths are guides for the human psyche. The eyes of God symbolize internal scrutiny, moral judgment, and accountability. Freedom comes with responsibility, and the Watcher ensures we understand that. Even modern science confirms it. Psychologists say that the Watcher archetype shapes social behavior. Rituals, sacrifices, and collective ceremonies created a sense of higher presence. Today, algorithms, cameras, and social media do the same, recording, judging, nudging behavior. Observation remains a powerful influence. Myths teach us mindfulness, responsibility, and the weight of consequences. Freedom is always under observation. Every choice carries significance. Heroes, victims, titans, all under a gaze that assesses, tests, and guides. Observation isn't a threat. It's a push to grow, to act wisely, to be aware. So next time you feel eyes on you, ask yourself, is it just a feeling or an archetype that has followed humanity for millennia? Notice your actions. Listen to your inner voice. Understand the ripple effect of what you do. Myths are keys to self-awareness and insight. Are you ready to accept the responsibility that comes with being watched? Ancient gods and heroes live on in our culture, our psychology, our technology. Every act matters. Every choice is recorded. The Watcher archetype has transformed but persists in us, in symbols, and in systems that test humanity's judgment, morality, and wisdom. Remember, the unseen eyes are always watching. Your actions, your decisions, your courage, your mistakes, they all count. Use that knowledge. Grow from it. Learn from it. Myths are not just stories. They are maps for life, showing that freedom and responsibility are inseparable and that every choice matters.